What's going on, guys? I hadn't made a film in a while for YouTube. I'm going to do a short film or a reel and show you what we got going on. Now we got the string lines up, the forms, we got the water well. We get this one right here is a 22 by 35, so it's a little bit on the smaller side, but it's just for a garage. We got a house going right here, and if we walk down here, look right down there, we got a big old shop, big old nice pond dug out, water well over there. All right, what's going on, guys? What we're going to show you today is we are going to measure the width of the building on the gable side, and this is going to be how we're going to set our trusses up. So right here, we got 100-foot tape. Get your 100-foot tape out. And then we know this building is 40. So we come over here, we mark 20. Go ahead, Juan. Mark 20. Then go to your other side. We're pulling right here from the edge of the plate. So on your metal buildings, you have a 10 ledge and then you have your plate. Pull from your plate. Then you're gonna mark your 20 right there. If there's any difference, let's say 1/8 of an inch, split the difference on it. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go and you're gonna pull up your little pitch calculator if you want, or you can do it. We know right now we have a, let me see your chalk one. We have a 5/12 pitch. That's 5 inches up every 12 inches this way. So if you do the math, we had 20 feet that we're going over, and we need to go 5 inches up every time we go up 1 foot or over 1 foot. In this case, it comes out to 8 foot. It's like 0.33 that we're gonna go up. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna hold him on the plate, and he's gonna measure all the way to 8 foot. Yep, 833. Then what we can do is we can take a string line or chalk line or whatever you want to do. Most of the time we just lay our beam out so it doesn't leave any chalk on the customer's concrete. And you will pull from this point to your center point. And then when you lay your beam, you have your beam. I'll show you here in a minute, but you'll have your beam, the top of your beam laying right up against that line, and you cut on your beam. You're gonna cut your 5/12 pitch here and your 5/12 pitch on the outside on both sides, and that's gonna get your truss going. But I'll video that here shortly. right here, this is where you're gonna mark your 5/12 pitch. Kid, let's show them how to look at a square to mark a 5/12 pitch. You have your pivot point here, and then you're gonna look right here, see your 5.
Kid, ¿no estás mal?
No, es el 5.
Tenemos que voltear eso ya.
That's it. And mark your top flange and your bottom. You're gonna do that here. You're gonna do the same thing over there. Do the same thing here. All right, after we have our pitch cut, you're gonna go from here to there, and then from here to here on the other side. That's gonna give you your same exact pitch, but to the common rafter length that we need.
5/12.
Which was what, Jose? What was our total length on this?
5/12.
No, our length of our rafter?
Oh, 21 foot, 8 inches.
21 foot, 8 inches. Mark your 5/12, mark both flanges and cut. So on this building, we have 14-foot sidewalls. And we are doing our purlins on top of our trusses. And then our trusses are gonna sit on top of our posts. And we have a 5/12 pitch, so we're gonna mark our length of our post, and then we're gonna put that 5/12 pitch on there. And mark it. It's gonna end up looking like this. But let me take you over here and explain to you why we came up with the numbers that we did. On your plate, you have 1.5 inches from the bottom of this tin ledge to the top of this plate. So you have to take into consideration your sheet size. Your sheet size on a 14-foot sidewall is gonna be 14 feet, okay? So when you go up on your post needs to accommodate your in-wall post, so on your gable ends, needs to accommodate a 6-inch beam and an 8-inch purlin with the span that we have on this building. So you minus the 8 inches and the 6 inches, and then your 1.5 inches, and then we came up with 12 foot 9 inches on our posts for our end walls. Now it's gonna go down in the middle. Your post size is gonna go down in the middle a little bit whenever we do the middle truss without any middle supports. Is it gonna be a 10-inch beam? So you need to accommodate the 10 inches and the 8 inches for the purlin, and then your 1.5 inches on your sidewall height to give you the proper post measurement. The reasoning behind 6-inch beam being on end walls and 10-inch beam being in the middle is because on our gable end walls, we have uprights that support that beam all the way down in the middle. So what we start off doing on the top of this truss is we start off marking 10 inches first.
I'm left-handed, so it's harder.
And then he's gonna come through and he's gonna hold them on there, he's gonna mark 50 inches. That's our purlin spacing on the top of this truss. He's gonna mark it all the way down, and then they're gonna continue over here. They're gonna mark it all the way down. Oh, they already did, see? We have it here, here, here. You're gonna mark it all the way down until your very last one. Okay, this is for all my questions about materials. So on this job, we have 8-inch C-purlins going on the roof, and we have 4-inch, which is over there. There we go. Over there, we have 4-inch on all the sidewalls, and then we have 2-inch by 4-inch angle for all the outside gable trusses that they're going to accept the screws. And then these are all 6-inch purlins. Those are going on the other building that we have over there, because that is a shorter span. For all of our beam on all of our end walls, we have 6-inch beam. Then we have one 30-footer, 6-inch beam for 2 uprights in the middle of this. Those are going to be our posts. And then we have 10-inch beam for our middle truss. Over here we have all of our posts for all of our corners and for our uprights on our garage doors. We're doing all that out of 4x4. Gauges are all 11 gauge and 3/16. And links, we get them in, 20, 25, and 30s, depending on what we're going to use them for. So we know that we have 2 14-foot sidewalls right here. We're going to get a 25-foot joint because our posts are 12 foot 9 inches. Or 12 foot 9 inches. No, we got a 30 foot. So there you go. 30 foot. So we have a little bit of room, 15 on each side. And then we have embeds right there for all of our doors, which we're doing posts going straight up right there. They look like this. This allows no water to get into your building at your overhead door areas. Sink your embeds. Your garage door guys don't have to come back later and cut that plate and cut that concrete out to be able to make your rails of your garage door go all the way down if you do this method. And basically this is just going to be a 2x10 or 2x12 or whatever your guys want to use, and they're going to sink that down and then attach it to your outside form board. And then when the concrete's setting up, they can pull it off, and then they can tap that plate in and get your embed in right. All right, guys. We're gonna go off of one mark.
Like that, yeah.
No. Remember, outside end wall, that plate needs to be flush. Yeah, there you go. So use your square, line it up.
Then the darn goes down and it'll help it better.
Tack it in 2 spots, flip your square over. Just like that.
I go a little bit more, that way when you weld it, it goes back.
There you go. Pro tip. And then once you get them all set, come back and weld them through. We're gonna do that every 50 inches except for the top. That's 10 inches from the point. All right, we're gonna show you the process on setting your post now. So get your post, and then if you look up top, you got your pitch cut to accept your truss. And your pitch is high right here, you see it? High to low. towards the inside of your building because this is your gable. So look, put your 4x4 right on the edge. And you're gonna level both ways. The key to this though is level one way and tack 2 positions and then level the other way so it doesn't move. So here's what he's doing. He's checking where his high side is. He wants to weld this corner first. He's coming through. He's letting to get his level. A little bit windy today.
Okay, dale.
Same thing. Clean your plates off first so you don't get any concrete on the tops of them. Do the same thing. Look up. See the pitch on there, it's facing the correct way. Then we're gonna raise this one up right here. And then there's a plate right here. There's an embed right there. That's gonna be our center support. That's it. Well, that's it for part one, guys. I hope I went over everything that you needed me to as far as metal types, gauges, sizes. I went over how we're doing our concrete. Why we're doing insets in our overhead door areas. I went over how to lay our trusses out on the concrete and where to cut them, plate placement, a lot of different things that y'all have asked me about in the past. Let me know if there's anything else that y'all want in on these videos. I'd be more than happy to do it. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And more, I mean, what means more to me than that subscribe button is throw a comment down on there and let me know what you think, okay? Hey, that's it. Peace.